Morning, guys. It is day 42. Karen and my brother-in-law Tommy picked me up a couple days ago right there at Sam's Gap, just a little ways back. We took a 0 in Erwin, Tennessee. Stayed at the Super 8 by Wyndham, which, I mean, it had a bed. Bed was comfortable. And they had the basics. I don't know that I would stay there again, but it did the job. So the plan today is to hike. They dropped me back off this morning back here. Is to hike in slack packing 25 miles back into Erwin and stay at Uncle Johnny's hostel, which is right off the trail. They're heading back this morning, so I don't really have an option. I gotta hike the 25 in, and I'm a little nervous about it. We'll see how it goes. I figure if I can get 3 miles an hour, it's only an 8-hour hike, right? A little over. But that's the plan for today, and then I'll move on. Day 42, getting started. Bye. Now this is some trail magic. Look at this. Apples, bananas, fresh fruit, PB&J, eggs, candies, cookies, drinks, and trash. And even put a little bench here. This is a perfect trail magic. I need to trail. I'm on a bad schedule today. All right, take care. Just broke out of a mountain climb through the woods now. We're up here on a bald. Interesting. I know I didn't come across my camera real good, but this bald up here. Usually you get up top of these mountains and it's there's trees everywhere. Obviously you've seen it. No views or anything. That was a 360 view. One of the highest mountains around. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I don't know where we're going next, but I think we're going way over there. That was nice. I'd love to stick around, but I am on a tight schedule today. Trying to get 25 in today. I was hoping to get much faster. I'll be lucky to get there by 8 o'clock tonight, make it a 12-hour day. Oh, it's gonna be a record. Trying to rush this through. Man, they did a lot of work clearing this. I could not imagine trying to get through this otherwise. Look at this. So I just came up from over there, came around. Look at that. Woo! So we're at the end of like a little valley, like a little bottleneck, and I think probably the storm came into it from that direction and then just, you know, bounced off the bounced off the mountains, the wind, and then just hurled right in here. Wow. There's at least 1,000 trees here. At least. That cool? I mean, it's sad. There's a lot of firewood. But man, it's just everywhere. It's just, woo. Such damage. I mean, just around the corner, we're just gonna keep going around and seeing trees everywhere. All right, that's the last video I'll do of it, but I just do it because, man, it is impressive. This is the only shade I've had in like half a mile at least. All right, later. Man, that was a day. 25 miles. Coming up to the hostel, that's it right there. 25 miles. Pack or not, I don't care. 25 miles is a long way. That was almost 11 hours of straight hiking. I took like a couple 5-minute breaks just so I could filter water, but other than that, I just ate on the walk. Oh, mackerel. Pretty cool though. Look at that. Supposed to be a bridge here. Got washed out with Helene. It's pretty cool. They got little steps there, or little decks. It's nice. I'm told the room is really nice. Tommy and Karen dropped off my bag earlier this morning. Oh my God, I am hurting so bad, but I'm glad I know I could do it. All right, guys, I'm going to check in. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. So they were closed, but I think I'm in room 5. That's what they said. Tommy and them dropped off my dog. Ah, yeah. Oh my gosh. That's a nice little room. Air conditioner. That's going on here right now. Later. Morning. That's day 43. Slept at the hostel last night. That's it. That's my room with the light on. It's an interesting place. A little different than some of the other places. Some people like it, some people don't. I came in after hours, so I didn't get the orientation, so it's been a little harder to find. It took me a while to find my coffee in the morning. But it's an interesting place. I was gonna stay another day, but because I was hurting. I was really hurting yesterday. My feet were really, really sore, but I'm feeling pretty good today. I think I got about 5-6 hours sleep, and I think that's all I needed. I think I will hit it today. This is a detour, so you come down over here, and there's supposed to be a bridge right there. You see it? What it used to be? It's supposed to go across over there, but that's the bridge over there. Got washed out. Part of it's over here, part of it's down there. So you got a choice. You can go across the rapids there, or you can hoof it 3.6 miles around to the next bridge. And I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. And then you just end up right up over there, spitting distance, practically. But I mean, nobody's up moving again. I'm always the first one up. It's just, that's the way it is. I don't mind. But it's a nice view. I mean, wake up this morning, look at that. The sun's gonna be beautiful when it comes up. Nice rolling river there. I can complain about that. But I'm gonna try to do a short day today. There's a shelter about 4 miles in. Well, after this almost 4-mile hike, it'd only be 8 miles a day. So I kind of need a little bit of a day off. And 8 miles, I think, will do it for me. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. So day 43, got on a trail, I don't know, half an hour ago. Had to get a ride across the river because the bridge is out. And get some reading glasses. I lost my reading glasses on the trail yesterday. Helpless without my reading glasses. So there's the river. That was the mountain I went up, came down yesterday, all the way around that way. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I really should be taking a zero. 25 miles yesterday was so brutal on my body, but I took one a couple days ago with Karen, and I just can't personally justify it. So I felt a little better this morning than I did last night. So I'm just gonna kind of ease into it and get maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna go to, I feel like I need to take a break and find a tent spot, and that's where I'll stay for the night. We'll see. Pretty flexible today, but definitely stuck in second gear. No doubt about it. Definitely. It's been a pretty nice hike along the river here. I enjoyed it. I don't know how much longer I got to go, but apparently the shuttle driver was telling me the flood was pretty bad here a couple years ago. Went all the way up over the train tracks. He showed me in town how it covered over the main highway, washed out every bridge around here. But they've rebuilt them all, except for the one that we had to bypass. They rebuilt all the bridges in like the first year, and then they're not going to rebuild that bridge for another 2 years, he said. That's okay. We wait our work around. Whew, pretty. So I just made it up here. Curly Maple Gap Shelter. It's about 4 miles. Made it in only about 3 hours, but man, I wasn't up. I took a screenshot. I was about halfway up. I'll try to remember to put it up there so you guys can see it. Anyway, that's the shelter. Little double-decker. A nice little shelter. Camp spots kind of suck though, but everything's at an angle, but no water. No water. Oh, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna take a break. I don't know how far I'm gonna go today. My feet seem to be tolerating it. I think it'll level out for a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a long break right here. Definitely a long break. So, got off trail again. God dang it, this was one of the worst ones. I got off trail and I checked it and it said I was kind of still on trail, but I don't think it updated yet. This is a bad off. I'm off. This was a hike up here. God dang it. Tough one. Gotta stop when you don't see the blazes. Okay. Yeah, here's the deal. Yeah, I got lost. I probably was, I don't know, a quarter mile up that trail. But it was a blaze trail. I mean, there was no paintings, but it had been, somebody smoked through it before. So I wasn't the only one that got lost up in there. No way. But it was, the trail, it just kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter with the brush. And I was like, this isn't right. And I checked and I was like, God dang it. Off trail again. But here's what's funny. So it's just, there's this really sharp switchback that goes, you're supposed to go up. And you know, this has been a really, really hard day today. On the side of a mountain all day. Lots of rocks, lots of roots. It's just beating up my feet, something fierce. This is probably one of the toughest days I've had yet as far as how the trail's treating me. But there was a guy a couple hours earlier. I stopped talking to him. He was swinging. He just blew right past me. He was going so fast. And his trail name was Batman. And no, he didn't look like Batman. Looked a little more like a poor college professor. Nice guy though, from Canada. in Ontario, I think. Anyway, he passed me a couple hours back at least. And so I got back on trail after getting lost, climbed up a little bit, found a great tenting area, and I said, oh, I'm taking a break right here. I'm sitting there eating Snickers, and here he comes. Disgusted look on his face. And he's like, you won't believe what I just did. Because you're 2 hours ahead of me. And I'm like, you blew right through that switchback. And he's like, yeah. So where I went like, I don't know, 0.2, maybe quarter mile. He went all the way to the top of the mountain. All the way. That's a couple miles at least. And he said it was a pretty good view. He said, but it wasn't worth it. So I wasn't the only one. And I told him, I said, I'm sorry you did that, man, but I'm kind of happy to hear it. Well, I'm not the only dummy that did it. And he's like, oh, there's been lots of dummies. There was all kinds of stuff up there. People believe you could see. Not the only one. But when we're coming back, right at the switchback where it does like a, comes back. Somebody had put a bunch of branches there so dummies don't go straight through, because it's a blaze trail. And didn't see that when I went off trail. Definitely saw it when we came back. And he said the same thing. And I was like, man, I'm gonna have to see if I can get a hold of him. I have a couple buddies back in town who are taking a zero today. I have to let them know to watch that switchback. Anyway, yeah, I got lost again, but I ain't the only one.